No, thank you.
Okay. Well, this is our traffic stop right now, so I'm just gonna ask you to.
Thank you. She just asked me to leave.
Do you know this person?
Since you're making contact with me, could you identify your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Albie.
And your badge number, please?
I don't even know why you're here right now.
I asked you a direct question. Do you have your badge number on
And
you?
I asked you to leave because right now you're not allowed to be on our traffic stop.
Ma'am, if you're refusing to identify your badge number, it might result in a complaint with your department.
Okay, I understand that. My badge number is 639.
Than't you very much.
But I've asked you a question.
At this time, it's not consensual. Thank you.
You're on my traffic stop.
Ma'am, I'm an appropriate distance from your traffic stop. Please go back to work.
Okay, but if something were to
Ma'am,
happen
go back
and
to
you
work.
get harmed,
Go back to work.
then that would fall in our department.
You're a liar. You're an idiot.
If you were to get harmed right now, how would that...
You're a idiot liar.
Okay.
Now do your job. How you doing, man?
Just so you know, I mean, you have a right to record and everything. We just need you a little further away from the scene.
Do you remember what the Supreme Court ruled as far as the distance?
Do you remember what it was?
You don't know?
Well, anything that we deem as unsafe.
Okay, that's false. Have a good day, sir.
Okay. Well, I will make sure to research that information.
Thank you, sir. I have the answer, by the way.
But just know if you get too close to a scene, you can't be arrested.
Hey, man, they would have arrested me already, man. Have a good one.
I'm just letting you know.
Have a good one. Have a good one. One strike.
How are you today?
They don't like you to record. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they had a 5th car here as well, but that one left.
Guess I come stand by you since kind of out of place here. You from Deaf? Okay, cool. That's cool. You report a lot of traffic stops?
What's your name and your badge number? Just answer it, man.
I don't have to, but I will because
It's your policy.
it's actually not our policy.
It's not?
No, it's not.
You don't think it's professional to identify to
I'm going
people?
to.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Officer Love.
Love?
Yeah, my badge number is right there, 619.
6. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Not that you needed to do that. I mean, the only level of the
Hey, man, just show some professionalism. We'll all be good, all right? Thank you.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you, man. What's your name? Well, I have to talk to you, but you don't have to talk to me, okay? Seems fair.
Yeah, it's been a long while. You just giving them a warning? You just giving them a warning?
We'll take this back in the end. You drive with a suspended license. But I'm not going to take him to jail for it. Just give him a ticket. That way he can go to the court.
Well, we appreciate that, man. We appreciate that. We don't need more of our people in these jails. How long has he been sitting here?
Well, the situation that we ran into is that I forgot that in my vehicle I don't have a working printer. So we ran this scenario where I tried to send it to her, her printer's not working, so now I gotta try to send it to her. So the courier can get this printed out, the quick being gone. I just don't have a working printer right now, so it's not being prolonged, I just don't have a working printer.
Okay, cool.
Looks like he's coming back with it right now, though, so we can get.
You know, in this day and age, we gotta appreciate citizens recording police in their interactions, right? Cool.
You get back on the sidewalk, please.
Is this, what is this?
This is a road. Okay. Do you have no business being that close to the officer while he's conducting a traffic
Gosh, it's
stop?
done. The traffic stop is done. The traffic stop is done.
You're fine on the sidewalk.
Shut up. Is this traffic stop over?
That police officer back in his car yet?
I'm asking you a question.
I asked you a question.
He's pulling off. Is it over? You said it's the police officer going back in his car. That doesn't have anything to do with this guy leaving and the traffic stop being over. Thank you. Have a good day. Get back to work. Thank you. This guy, man. This is one of the tyrants out here. This guy. And make sure we always record the police because they don't like it at all.
When a police officer tries to stop a citizen from filming their traffic stop, it is a violation of the First Amendment right to freedom of press. There are several reasons why it's important for citizens to be able to film police officers on traffic stops. First, filming a traffic stop can help deter police misconduct. When officers know that they are being watched, they are less likely to engage in illegal or unethical behavior. Second, filming can help hold police officers accountable. If an officer does something wrong, video footage can be used to prove it. And third, filming can help to build trust between the community and law enforcement officers. When citizens feel like they can hold police officers accountable, they are more likely to cooperate. In the case Wilson v. Lane, a federal appeals court ruled that police officers could not use a warrant to seize videotapes of a traffic stop that had been filmed by a bystander. This is real important because officers will try to intimidate you and say, we're going to seize your video camera because we need this as evidence. So cases like this are super important because it shows the courts are increasingly recognizing the rights of citizens to film police officers. Let's continue.
So we got a report, he's, this vehicle driving around, yelling at people, going the wrong way on a one-way. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well I didn't call you guys, so
Nope,
you should
didn't.
probably go find them, talk to them.
No, we had the person call saying, you driving around, we're doing that. So
Well,
we're just trying
obviously
to
I'm
figure out
parked,
what's going on, man.
so
All right, so where did you come from initially?
that's none of your concern.
Well, yeah, it is, because I'm here investigating the situation, man.
Okay, what
got
crime
your
have I
ID?
committed?
Well, driving the wrong way on a one-way.
Can you show me where I
driving.
can you show me where I went a wrong way?
Like I said, man, we're
You
just
can go
trying
talk to
figure
the bank
things out.
manager because they have already talked about this,
Okay.
and I'm not answering any of your questions.
So then why did we get a call?
Again, not answering your questions.
Okay, why did we get a phone call about you?
Why don't you
driving
call the
wrong way?
person who made the call and then find out from them why you received a call?
They told us you.
Okay,
drove the
again,
wrong
I'm not
way,
asking
and then
or
yelled
answering
at
any
you, And then
questions.
yelled at them when they
Again,
contacted you.
I'm not answering any questions.
Do you have your ID, sir?
Again, what crime have I committed and what crime have I been suspected of committing in order to show you my ID?
Reckless driving.
Okay, can you prove that?
Right now, we just have a word. That's what
Again,
we're
that's
investigating,
a word. That is not a crime.
It's
I'm
an
not giving you my
investigation.
ID until you have shown me where I've committed a crime.
Sir. Can
Again,
I see your ID?
No, you may not.
All right, what's your name?
Again, I'm not answering any
You're
questions.
not going to answer any questions.
Nope.
All right, can we have a conversation then of what
No,
happened?
I told you, I'm not answering any questions.
Why?
Go find the individual that made the call. You have business with them. You don't have any business with me.
No,
I do
we
not
have
consent.
business with you.
No, you
because
don't.
You're the one. They're called about you. So that means our business is also with you. We have to contact the RP. We're going to contact that individual, but we also need to talk to you as well. There's two sides to every story, right? They're giving their side of the story. What's your side
Again,
of the story?
go talk to the bank manager or the individuals within the bank or the individual that made the call. I have no business with you.
We can hang out, but we're hanging out outside your car.
Yep.
That's the deal. Is that
I'll
fair?
happily go talk to the bank managers and stuff, but you need to
Am I
stay
being
with my
detained?
car. At this time, yes.
Okay, you have 2 minutes
That's
for
not how this
detainment.
works. So, I'm off
Again,
the jail.
I understand, and I'm not trying to be a pain, but
That's
I am
fine.
not answering your questions because I do not consent to this, and I'm not the one that called you. You guys you need to go find who called you, and you need to have that issue with them.
You don't have to be happy about what's going on. I understand that. But when we're investigating a crime, you do have to identify yourself. That is one of the few things that
That's
you do
only
have to do.
if I am
You're
convicted of a crime and or suspected, then you can arrest me, in which
I'd
you'll
rather
have a
not do
lawsuit.
I'd rather not do that. One of the things that you are required to do when police are
Again,
investigating
I'm not
a
giving
crime,
you my ID because I have not been convicted of a crime.
you can't be convicted of a crime unless we know who we're talking to.
Well,
That's not how that works.
again, I have not been convicted of a crime. You guys did not physically see it. There is no injured party, and that is unconstitutional.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
Well, you're trying to get me to have a conversation with you, which isn't going to happen. You need to go have a conversation, again, with the individuals within the bank or the person who made the call.
And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So as long as we can sit out here, we don't
That's
have
fine.
to talk.
Can I put my keys in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And to answer your question before, I don't know if you got the answer. The suspected crime is careless driving.
Okay, well,
I
want to see proof.
I'm not
I want to
looking
see
at
proof.
arguing with you. I'm just telling you. You asked the
Show me.
question, I'm answering.
I get that.
I don't have a video camera in my
Okay.
car that watched you do it.
Then you cannot be the injured party
I'm
then.
not trying to argue with you.
I get that.
I'm just telling you.
But you cannot be the injured party. You cannot convict me of a crime right now.
Correct. I'm not in
because
court.
you are not the one that saw the supposed or alleged thing happen.
That'd be a witness. I'm a cop.
Exactly. And so right now you're unlawfully detaining me because you have no proof other than somebody's account of something that may or may not have happened. Therefore, you are accusing me of being guilty instead of presuming innocence. Yes, you are, because otherwise I would not be quote unquote detained right now, and I could get in my vehicle and I could travel away from this area.
This is no different than a traffic stop.
This is different than a traffic stop because you have unlawfully detained me with the quote unquote reasonable suspicion of committing a crime, which you do not have any witness, which I have the constitutional right per my 6th Amendment to see my witness. Where is this witness?
You have a right to confront your witness
Yes.
in a court.
Okay.
That's how that works. You good hanging out for a sec?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. If you want to hang for a sec.
All right, man. So here's where we're at with everything. Checked the bank manager. Fortunately, they don't have cameras in the parking lot. They said that you and another customer got into a little argument out here over driving stuff. Each one seemed to accuse the other one of driving poorly, driving too fast, whatever it may have been. Said you did admit to at one point driving down the wrong way of a one-way street.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's what the bank manager just told me.
No. She said, I bet you she said that it looked as if I'm pulling into a parking lot. Show me
Sir,
where the
I'm
one way
telling
is.
you exactly what she just told me.
I want to see where the one way is. And where's the one way, and I want to see the video.
They don't have videos.
Okay, well then you cannot convict me of a
I'm
crime.
not, can you let me talk? I'm being very polite and calm here.
And I'm being irritated because
Yes,
you
you
guys
are.
are preventing me. You guys are illegally detaining me right now. This is called kidnapping at the moment because you are not letting me travel from my
It's
area
not.
to continue with my life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is a violation
not.
of my constitutional
We're
rights.
detaining you in the investigation of a possible crime, which we
Okay.
are legally
Show me the
allowed
proof.
to do. That's why it's called an investigation, sir. If you'll let me finish talking, we'll get you on your way.
No,
the
because you're
bank-
trying to identify me and I haven't been convicted of a crime. I have not committed a crime either.
So legally, if
No,
we
not
are
legally.
legal,
This
sir,
is not a stop and ID
sir,
state. This is not a
legally,
stop and ID
if we
state.
are investigating a crime, you are legally required to identify yourself.
No, I'm not.
You are. I'm not going to push it though, okay? So I'm just going to tell you what the bank manager told me because you told me to go talk to the bank manager, right?
I
Is
told
that
you to go talk to the bank, yes.
And what did they?
And I told you to find the other individual that quote unquote made
and
this.
another officer called and spoke with her.
Okay.
Okay. So let me talk.
Continue.
Is that
Go ahead.
fine? The bank manager told me that you admitted to driving on the wrong way on a one-way. You two got into a little argument in the parking lot. The other person doesn't want anything done right now. So we're done.
Well, then am I free to go?
Yes.
Then have a good day.
In the United States, police officers cannot detain you without probable cause. Probable cause is a legal standard that means that the officer has a reasonable belief that you have committed a crime. Simply driving down a one-way street the wrong way is not a crime. It's a traffic violation. In order to detain you for a traffic violation, the officer would need to have probable cause to believe that you were doing so intentionally. For example, the officer would have had to see you driving down the wrong way of the street. Now, let me give you an example when the officer does have the right to detain somebody for this situation. Now, let's say someone calls in and say the person's car matches the description of a car that was involved in a recent robbery and was seen driving the wrong way down the one-way street. Then the officer will have reasonable suspicion that the person was involved in a crime and then will have the right to detain the person. But just simply for a call driving the wrong way down the street does not give the cops authority to detain a citizen. So take notes from Rocky Mount High, learn your rights, and don't get violated. Let's continue.
So,
I'm not a vehicle.
what?
I'm not a vehicle?
No, it's not that you're a vehicle, but actually looking inside police vehicles.
What's that called? Plain view doctrine?
It's open view. and
Open
plain
view? Okay.
So the only concern is obviously, like, you can walk through these, but this is authorized. as
Vehicles only.
Authorized vehicles.
Yeah, I'm not a vehicle.
As personnel.
It does not say personnel
No,
over there.
I'm saying that it's fine that you're walking around
Okay.
and you're videotaping, but just be careful if you're, I saw that you were cameraing into.
Yeah, he left his cat open, and
So,
he shouldn't do that.
But-
I mean, that's within plain view.
but I'm stating that, like, you're not, like, if I was, you saw that I was working at my computer.
Oh, absolutely.
Could
That's
you
why I
walk-
stayed away from you.
Yeah.
That's why I walked around and in front,
But-
because I didn't want to impede on you or,
interfere
Yeah.
with our work. But when you're videotaping into vehicles, such as his vehicle and stuff, and you're not authorized to look at that.
Then he should close it, huh?
So, but I'm stating that for future reference. If you, like, you saw how and you can see my name's right here, everything.
Yeah. I'm not one of those guys.
No,
that,
and I'm not claiming you are. I'm just saying for you, like, obviously not, like, your infringement on certain things such as, like, authorized information.
Yeah.
You just got to be a little more, like.
the
obviously
onus
you
is
would
on you, not me.
No, I'm saying, like, for when I was working on my computer.
Well,
Like,
yeah, and I respected
which,
that, didn't I?
Which you're fine.
Absolutely.
And stuff. I'm just bringing to your attention if, let's say, something like these vehicles.
They're
like,
public property, and I can inspect public property when they're in public view.
No, and I totally understand.
All right, well.
What I'm just giving you a heads up.
I get it. You're
just
trying
be
to.
cautious.
Yeah.
Just to be
Other
cautious.
officers may not be
See,
as friendly,
like, I'm
right?
not yelling at you, man.
No.
And stuff.
And actually, I wanted to go. Is the front door open? Are you guys still open?
Yeah, it's past 5 o'clock. So
Okay.
unfortunately, at this time, the main office is closed. But from 9 to 5 is when it's open.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what brought me over here was because I just spoke with another officer, and I wanted to come over here and say something about him.
Like a complaint or?
No, he was great.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was
Okay.
the fastest interaction. I know what you're doing, and you're cool. Have a good day, kind of thing. And that was that.
Yeah, which is
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Yeah.
So, it was having a.
Not much. You're who I just talked to, right?
Yeah.
I came over here. I guess your front door's locked. I didn't try it yet, but
it closes at 5.
As I told Officer Nick here, that that was the fastest police interaction of I know what you're doing and have a good day that I've ever had, and I wanted to thank you for that.
Okay.
And that was what brought me over here.
All right. Sounds good, man.
All right.
Yeah. What? Let me ask you, why you dressed as Batman?
Onus of privacy. You have no public privacy, and
Gotcha.
That's the only thing I have. That my Fourth Amendment, but
I was just curious.
sometimes that's ripped from me too.
Because when the call went out, they said their Batman was in the post office.
Oh yeah.
You know, at Walled Lake, I got 4 cops.
Oh, did you? Okay. At the post office?
Yeah, and they told me that I was on federal property and that I couldn't take pictures in there. And I told them that they need to go talk to a supervisor, not theirs, the post office supervisor. And once they actually did an investigation, they told me to have a nice day and took off.
Right.
But it took 4 of them to do that.
That's just the same as, like, I wasn't yelling at you. Or,
No, I have
you
no...
needed to leave. I was just asking you what...
You know what interested me more was the fitness center over here. That was cool.
They just
I just filmed all that. I took a picture of the map of how it works and
yeah, they just
QR
put
code.
that in probably, what, a year ago?
Yeah.
Year and a half ago? So, yeah.
Do they use it, people?
Once in a while.
Yeah, you'll see once in a while.
It's a great thought.
Well, it's a
Maybe
great
down the
thought,
road it
but-
will become more popular, but...
Maybe if more people know about it.
Yeah. If they
Oh shit, you know, I could put that online.
If they advertised it.
Grand Blanc Freeze Fitness Center.
There you go.
It's gonna blow up on YouTube, I bet
Blow
you.
up on YouTube. I gotta go check that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, what sparked my curiosity was me coming over and
Yeah, well, the onus is really on him to shut that or change the screen or...
not even that. That's completely separate.
All right.
It was just more or less I saw you poking around, peeking at a vehicle.
Well, I'm not touching anything.
No,
I don't...
I haven't accused you of...
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get that, you know. Messing with the vehicle, suspicious person, and they go after my ID any way they can. But you've been great.
No.
Thank you, Connor.
And it's just... it was more or less I saw you buy my vehicles, and so I was curious.
Yeah.
Once I saw your camera, pretty much...
You kind of knew what was going on then?
Got a hint towards what you're doing, and so...
Yeah.
And obviously, like, public property, you're correct about that. Private property and different things, authorized property.
Yeah, you'd have to fence this completely, almost. I don't know exactly how that works.
You could put a sign up.
Yeah, definitely. A sign there, but what would stop somebody from walking through right here, not seeing a sign? You would have to have them posted every 10, 15 feet without a fence?
It depends. So,
I can check city ordinance.
But
But I think it's Michigan law.
It could fall under either.
Yes.
So, like I said, it just depends. So, obviously, I'm not making any statements of what it has to directly be, but at the same time, like, biggest concern was I came over, check on seeing you look into vehicles and stuff. Didn't see your camera at first. I saw you walk over here, and then I didn't really care about that. So.
But it was when I showed back up. Yeah.
Well, it was when you showed up, but when you were around the vehicles, that's what caught me, which, you know, not a big
I treat it like a school. No weapons, drugs, tobacco, or alcohol.
Yeah, but obviously there's regulations on, like, school time hours, such as when it's closed and stuff.
Go ahead and check the MCL on that one.
No, I'm saying if the school's closed and it's locked up,
then I can be on their property all I want. I just can't go in the building.
In the building.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely, yeah.
In the building.
Yeah.
And stuff. So.
And then there's even, like, certain areas, like, say, on a Friday night at 8 p.m., I could smoke cigarettes at a football game. Yeah, I've read
tobacco. If they have the signs.
No tobacco during school hours, and
but
see, the football game is open to the public.
But there's tobacco and alcohol-free zones that you cannot use it.
Okay.
So with those signs, you can't. Like tobacco-free, alcohol, you can't. Because those signs directly state that.
Yeah, you might want to check the statute on that one. I'm pretty good with schools and bus barns and stuff of that nature.
I get that, and I totally understand where you're stating, like, if it states that, like, during school hours, if it directly gives a time frame.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
You got to be a little careful with the vagueness of those signs.
Well, federal law simply is, that's what it's under. The smoking is under federal law, and it's not vague at all.
Yeah, I'm just saying for, like, certain signs, if it's, like, open to vape.
Yeah.
You might want to be a little careful.
Well, I
not saying
I err on the side of I just don't do it.
Yeah, caution.
You know, yeah.
That would be what I would say most people would say on the side of caution. So. Yeah. With that, I got stuff to do. So
Okay.
Obviously, you saw I was still doing paperwork.
Yeah,
So.
I get it. Yeah, like I said, I was just going to come to. I was going to look at these, then go say something nice about that officer, and then I'm out. I've done my day.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Have a good one.
Remember, 9 to 5.
Yes, sir. Front door, 9 to 5.
The officer's approach was more diplomatic than aggressive, but the underlying message remained the same. We don't like what you're doing, even though it's completely legal. The conversation began with the officer referencing an authorized vehicles only sign. Then came the gentle warning about looking into police vehicles, even though anything visible from public view is fair game under the plain view doctrine. This is a classic tactic, trying to make the cameraman feel like he was doing something wrong, when in reality the responsibility is on officers to secure sensitive information, not on the public to ignore it. Instead of resorting to intimidation or threats, officer took a just looking out for you approach, essentially warning that other cops might not be as nice about this. It's a more subtle way of discouraging filming without actually having a legal reason to stop it. And major respect to the Livingston audits here. He didn't take the bait, didn't escalate, and handled the situation with confidence. He even kept the conversation light with some small talk about the public fitness center, which, let's be honest, probably doesn't see much use. Most importantly, he didn't fall for the classic ID trap, because as always, if you're not suspected of a crime, you don't have to provide ID.
Sir, is everything okay?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, you're walking out recording everything in these buildings and stuff. I don't think that's a good idea because it's a safety issue for them. We don't even allow pictures.
Am I breaking the law?
Well, they don't allow pictures to be taken of them and stuff because it's structural.
Okay, but that would be their policy, right?
Yes, that's their policy, and probably one of the supervisors may come out and tell you to stop filming their building.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Okay.
It's a First Amendment right, and I'm just walking around. Been walking all around the city recording stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
And you know how that is. They don't pay me to follow their policy, so I won't do it. If they want me to put me on the payroll to follow their policy, I'll be more than happy to follow their policy.
Okay.
And I'm an executive, so they've got to pay me pretty good.
Okay, I understand that.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Well, let me have your name. What is your
No,
name?
not giving that.
Well, my name's Detective Hunter.
Detective
Charlotte
Hunter.
Police. Yes, sir. And what's your name?
I'm not giving my name.
Why aren't you giving your name?
Because I have a Fourth Amendment right not to. What's your badge number?
It's 665.
665?
Yes, sir.
And you're basically telling me that I can't record here.
You can't record their buildings. No, sir.
I can't do this here?
That is their property, sir.
Is this their property right here?
No, sir. This is public, but this is their private property.
And anything I can see, I can record.
Well, sir, you can record it, but it's a safety issue for them. I know they won't take anything inside the structures. They don't like people taking pictures.
Did I go inside?
No, sir. You're not inside.
Okay. Then what's the problem?
Sir, I'm just telling you that do not go inside their property.
Did I go in their property?
No, sir, you didn't, but your camera did.
Then why do you tell me not to go in there?
Your camera did.
No, my camera's been right here.
Well, sir, you've been viewing the inside of the property. You walked all the way down in front of the structure there.
Yeah. I can't look there. Do I have to close my eyes when I turn my head that way?
Are you videoing too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they don't like that to be done.
I don't care what they like, actually.
Okay.
Anything I can see, I can record.
Yes, sir, you can.
Yes, see? There you go. You even admit I can, but you're telling me not to.
Sir, you can't record inside their structure.
If I can see in there, I can record. If I can see in there, I can record.
Okay.
G4S.
And you do not have the authority to take a picture of me, sir. I'm telling you, you don't have the authority to take a picture of me. I'm telling you, you cannot.
I'm on public property. You're in public.
Okay, well,
You have no expectation of privacy in public.
So you can't film me, Jay.
Why not?
You can't film me.
Are you in public?
This is private property. You can't film me.
This is private property. You just said this is private property.
This is public here, but the
This
building
is public.
is theirs.
Building. I'm pointing to the building.
Okay, the building. If I can stand out here on public and I can see that building, I can record it.
Yeah, you can stand
That's-
out here. You just can't.
And I can record.
You can't record me or my officers.
Yeah, I can record anybody I can see in public.
Yeah, you right here.
Yeah, so you just told me I can't do it, but then you tell me I can if I'm in public. If I can see this building, I can record it. Now, if you want to build a wall around it so I can't see it, then I can't record it. Now, that gentleman right there, he knows. We've talked before. That guy right there, he knows perfectly well. I got another video of him. That's why he ain't coming over here saying anything. He knows. You can talk to this gentleman right here. This gentleman knows what he's talking about. I've talked to him before. He knows what he's talking about. He knows the law.